is go to NCBI, and the quickest way to get to where we're going would be to go to the Percomorph page. I think you've been here in taxonomy. So notice that's in taxonomy here. And then we click here and click through to get to this page where they have the percomorphs, all the data that's available. If we click on genome, I'm guessing this is where you've been before. We see all these different species. Which one to get here? I just want to make sure we get one that works. As to why some of them don't work, some of them aren't annotated. We can go into that in a bit. So we're going to work with Senoglossus here. So we click on that, it gets us through to this page. So if we click on the assembly here, that should take us where we need to go. And so here on the right, you'll see download the GenBank assembly. So if we click on that, it's going to open up an FTP window. Of course, that's if we're working in map. If you're working in map, if you're working in Mac, it's then going to ask us to log in. We can just log in as a guest, and if we connect, then it'll connect us here. And so what we see here are various different forms of the data. We can go through what all these are at some other point. What we're going to want here is the genomic, so this is just going to be the FASTA, and then the GFF. The GFF is the annotation. This is the genomic sequence. So we can just find a place that we want to store those on our local computer, that is on your Mac. So let's just go to, I guess we'll put it in downloads, and we can create a new file. Okay, so now we can drag data over here. So one of these is small, the annotation is small, so that should just take a minute. So you can see here it has downloaded, and so we have one of the two files we need. And then the other one is going to take a little bit longer. So this is going to take longer because this is the whole genome. So that's 144 megabytes, which is a lot bigger than the annotation. Okay, so that's taking some time. Eventually here we're going to have our whole, the two files that we need. And then the next thing is going to be to put those on the cluster. So we can do that using SFTP. So that's what I've already done here, but just to remind you how this works. So we're going to need to CD to our local file where we have the data. And then we can see there are two files. And then we can SFTP. So I'm SFTPing to Cinder. And now we can just put these files. And it didn't work. So there are the files. I'm not sure why it's not working. Okay, so the reason it wasn't working is actually I had already put that file there. So there was a since it was already on the cluster, it didn't want to overwrite it. So you can see that one didn't take long. The other one would take a little bit longer. Okay, so now we can go into the cluster. So I'm just logging into the cluster, and oh, I only have one of the two files here, so we're going to need to put the other one in. So in fact, the reason it wasn't letting us do it is that we were in a place where we didn't have permission to write. Okay, so now we're going to put the second file in. This is annoyingly going to take a couple of minutes. So since I'm not sure how large of a video it's going to let me upload on YouTube, I'm going to stop this video now, and then the second one will pick up exactly where we are now.